Hi everyone, it's Harry here. I have news to tell you in this video instead of writing because I thought this might be more personal. So last week I was told that I have breast cancer in my left breast. It was such a shock to me and Dan because we didn't expect this at all. So I will get an operation next month and there will be following treatment and checkups, so don't worry too much. The cancer tissue was so tiny to feel, but it spread all over my left breast, so I wouldn't have found out if I was not suspicious of this benign lump that I had in my left breast. Dan and I are coping with it okay. This cancer is the most common type of cancer and is very treatable. However, I would like to take this as an opportunity to raise awareness of breast cancer, especially in young women. It was such a shock to me and Dan, majorly because of my age. I am only 27 and it is quite rare that people in my age to have breast cancer. My diet is not from all natural, non-processed food, but I cook from scratch for most dinners and I eat quite a lot of veg as well. And I do exercise regularly. When we're down south, I was bouldering 2 or 3 times a week. I was running a little bit as well, and obviously I go for a walk with Maple twice a day, probably up to 2 hours in total. One of the reasons that I found out about the cancer in a fairly early stage is because I was aware of breast cancer in young ladies. I have a friend called Danny who had breast cancer in her late 20s about 2 or 3 years ago, and she was so much fitter than I was, and she still is so much fitter than I am now. So it was very shocking to hear that she had breast cancer. I think she made almost full recovery, but anyway, if not her, then I really wouldn't have thought about getting this lump checked. I probably would have overlooked it and just left it there for so much longer than I did. So I would like to encourage you to get regular checkups too, at least once a year, because it can happen to anybody, really to anybody. I get mixed emotions over time, as if I'm on a roller coaster of emotions, as you can imagine. Anxiety and fear come and go, leaving me quite exhausted sometimes, but I am still grateful and thankful for these 3 things. The first one is that I have found the breast cancer on a fairly early stage. So after the operation and possibly the treatment, then I'll be fine and recover without any problem. So I'm very thankful for that. The second thing is NHS provides such fantastic services to everybody in the UK. They care and they support, and most of all, it's all for free. And sometimes you may take it for granted, but I think we should never ever take it for granted because, you know, I think it's one of the most amazing things about living in the UK. The third thing is I have such lovely family and friends who share their love with us by praying and supporting. We have told our families and some of our friends soon after the diagnosis, and they've been amazing, just sharing their love with us and supporting us. So thank you so much for your support, and it would be really great if you could keep praying for us. I hope this raises awareness of breast cancer in young women, so please look after yourself, get checked up regularly, And if you are suspicious of anything, please get checked, because NHS will not neglect you. They will take care of you as they are doing now to me. So that's all for now, but we will try to keep you posted in terms of the operation date and what comes next. So in the meantime, please pray for us. If you could do that, that would be fantastic. Love you all. Bye.